For many people, their only experience with Lego may be to get a bad case of Lego foot. If this is how you experience Lego bricks, you may be missing out on all of those small pokey bricks have to offer. When I was 5, my grandparents gave me my first Lego set, the Boulder Blaster. I had been playing with larger Duplo-sized Legos since the age of 2. I spent a lot of time putting them together and using my imagination to create adventures with them. But the Boulder Blaster was different, because as I followed the instructions, I was able to create something that seemed so simple to build and yet so complex when completed. It had a rotating turret that actually fired Lego projectiles. This opened up a whole new world of what Lego could be to me. I believe Lego could become a valuable addition to teaching because they are easy to use and versatile. One of the biggest reasons Lego belongs to your classroom is because a lot of people love building with it. With Lego, you can create something incredible, from spaceships to tanks to cities to planets to even a model of a heart. Bringing Lego into a classroom is a good way to use that enjoyment to learn things. Lego would be exceptionally helpful in a math classroom, from the earliest counting skills to the 4th grade math I'm currently doing with area, perimeter, volume, and multiplication. Laying out blocks on a base plate is a good way to visualize these concepts. An example of how this could be used in multiplication is imagine I had a Lego brick that was 10 studs long by 2 studs wide. A Lego builder is already using those measurements to determine how big it is, but also doing the multiplication problem 10 times 2 to know whether there are 20 studs on that brick. This is a way to make math problems something you can hold in your hands. But it's not just math. Lego can bring history and design to life. When studying ancient architecture, like the pyramids, Lego gives you a chance to fully appreciate the way these structures were built, because you can build a pyramid yourself. A scale model anyway. They also give you the chance to understand the structures of arches and bridges and other more complicated shapes. Lego is a special tool for this because it is so easy to take apart if you need to rethink and rebuild. Beyond learning, Lego can also make our classroom resources more sustainable. Have you ever made a project in class, like a big diorama, and once you have received a grade, it just sits in your room collecting dust, and you aren't sure what to do with it? Lego could solve this problem elegantly. If it were made out of Lego, it could be taken apart so the next person can build something new. Just think of all the waste that would not be if we had come to this realization sooner. Lego could also be used for problem solving because of its ability to model a wide range of things. For instance, last year, I worked on a NASA project where we had to make a prototype of a rover. It would have likely been impossible for my 3rd grade class to make a prototype of a Mars rover. But in a plastic crate, we had all the Legos we needed to build a working rover with a motor for you to control and alter as needed to fulfill the tasks. Lego can also help us explore biology. One could create biological models of organisms and microorganisms to help understand how these things work. Diagrams are 2-dimensional, and a 3-dimensional model one can hold in their hand can help them better understand these concepts. Now, there are other alternatives. You could dissect a frog to look at its heart, but in my opinion, using a Lego model would be a great and more repeatable way of learning the same thing. Have I convinced you that Lego can be used in an educational setting? If I have, the next time you step on Lego, remember, it's not just a pain in the foot. It's only mostly a pain in the foot. But it can also be the first brick in a step to greater understanding. Now, as I say in Lego Masters, go out and hit the bricks.